All right, so it is literally the next morning, and just a small bit of surface rust right there. Everything else is fine. So then tackle, yeah, the next project we have to tackle is sanding down the quarter panel. And we also, once we get done with that, or before we do that, got my old race bike here. And go ahead and sand it down before it rusts away, so I can go ahead and prime it while I prime this quarter panel. So that's on today's agenda. Let's get it started. So we have the whole side of the quarter panel done. You can probably see from there. Oh look, he's not busy. We need to find work for him. All right, well, since I was interrupted, I'm going to continue my video. So anyway, we're finding out we had more rust than we thought, because this window was loose. The rear glass was loose. Obviously water got under here and it got all the way around and up there. Good thing is it's not bad. Bad thing is that little hole right there we got to fix. Whatever you do not ask how I got to sitting in the back window. But I'll tell you what though, if you could sit in the back window while driving down the road, and I'm not talking like we used to sit in the dashboard as babies, it'd be almost like sitting in a Jeep. So anyway, got more of it ground down, wire wheeled up. So what I'm gonna have to do now is we're gonna have to use the POR 15 again on the windowsill, so that it kills the rest of the rust that I couldn't get. Yeah, it's not nearly as bad as it was on this side over here, but it is enough. So I think I gotta go all the way across the top. Yeah, because these aren't removed, so I didn't do any work here. So my job's not done yet. Back to work. Okay, so now we have this whole top piece, the side and the bottom of the rear window, to go ahead and do POR 15. Now, I made a couple boo-boos. As we can see, here, well, that had to be done. Here and here. Well, I'm gonna assume it's been 20 minutes, probably longer in reality. But we can see that all this rust that was there is now, I don't know why that's still, some of it's still showing brown. I don't think that might be rust. I think I might have been mistaken, and that might actually be like this right here in the sealer. So, but anyway, it's a precaution. All the other stuff is, yeah, I think the majority of it might have ended up being sealer. So, but as you can see, we at least got it taped off now. I probably have to redo that piece. Around my areas, I have to do the bottom of the quarter panel. This is what I just got done. So we're gonna mask it, and then I got my paper over here. I actually did that. Came out better than before. All right, so we got it all dried out. I'm gonna let it air dry for a little while. Well, basically, I'm gonna let it air dry until I get this filled up here and fixed. And then a little bit of stuff I found. But we're gonna go ahead and use the metal reinforcement filler today, especially for something that's gonna be right there, and that's gonna require strength, and so that it doesn't get messed up in the future. So all the stuff that needed to turn black, the rust and stuff, did. And like I said, I think the rest of it is sealer. So we are good to go there. I am looking around because, well, I'm going to see if the motorhome's charged yet. Just drove the motorhome around because we needed to move to cut grass. But I'm pretty sure the wife is happy. She got to drive it a little bit. Alright, let's get back to work. Let's finally get this fixed so we can get this thing primed today, and then we'll be on our way. Now it's coming out better now.
Little technical malfunction, but got back on track.
Little. Actually, I think that'd be appropriate word for it. Well, we got it all primed. Got my bike done, and the Cutlass is done. Well, you know, obviously this stuff, but the main meat and potatoes, all the body that is still on the car, excluding the firewall, is finished. Now it can be block sanded and everything else. I mean, I still got to do the trunk jam, but I mean, I'll do that when I do this piece here. So, but you know, because these two, that bike and this car are two very important things to me. This is actually my first car. That bike I raced right there back in 97, 98 when I raced pro BMX. So I've always had that bike, and that bike was put in this car to go racing. So anyway, you may have seen in the video, I don't know, had several problems with this. First issue, I had a 1.3 tip in there. Second issue, this was left on so the air wasn't getting in as I was using fluid. Third issue is something going on with the tip, and I think leftover stuff that I may not have gotten out of there worked its way down in here and into the tip to where I had to keep taking it apart, cleaning it out, putting it back together, that whole cycle. So I'll make sure I get the cup cleaned even better so I don't have those future problems. Anyway, it has been a long day. It is about to storm, as you can see. I am getting out of here. I'm gonna let this thing dry and overnight. Obviously it's probably dry now, but anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any helpful tips and hints, hey, leave them in the comments, and I'll be glad to use them. I've already used a couple. All right, have a good one.